back a little ways, Roger and Tom, and maybe you can talk about your dad. I knew him as Jack, and I think some knew him as John, but maybe give a little history how the farm, the ranch got started with Angus cattle, and you'd mentioned about 2 original cows and a bull and what you paid for them and so on, or what he paid for them.
You want me to talk for a minute, Tom? You can correct me or whatever?
Go ahead.
Okay. Well, as I recall, and of course I wasn't here yet, but Dad bought his first 2 registered Angus cows in the fall of 1937 from a drover who was coming around buying and selling cattle. And Dad always said he paid 2 cents a pound for those cows, which was double the market rate at the time in 1937. Of course, it was just still in the Great Depression. They were still coming out of that. And the herd grew from there. All through the 40s, he raised Angus cattle and sold bulls locally. And Tom, I'm not sure, when did he start going to the bull sales like Calgary and Edmonton and Macomb and those? Probably in the 50s?
I think in the 50s, yeah.
Because he made another major purchase in 1950 from Flint and Flint. He bought a great old herd bull, Delarine Eric Bartolier. And how many cows was it? Chauncey Flint?
10 cows.
Made him buy 10 cows along with the bull,
Yeah.
in order to get the bull. And that was another big step up in terms of the numbers and the quality of the cattle. And then from there through the 50s and 60s, you can probably fill in better, Tom, from there.
Well, we used to take bulls to all the spring bull sales, Calgary and Macomb, and Coronation at one time had a bull sale. And we're pretty well represented there.
When were you guys taking bulls to Billings? Then you started taking 2-year-old bulls down to Billings?
Yeah, we did. Do you remember, Brian?
Yeah, that would have been in the 70s, I think, early 70s maybe, late 60s, early 70s, I'm thinking. So you would have got involved, Tom, with selling females, I suppose, at cross-country sale.
Yeah, then we had our own female production sale in the fall, I think it was. Do you remember what year that was?
Started in 74, I think.
74?
73 or 74. And we went to 84, 85. I remember right?
I think before that, we were kind of involved with the Heatherbrook sale too, because I remember Dad anyhow taking cows over to the Heatherbrook sale, and I think Uncle Tom did too, if I remember right.
Sure. So now you guys have your own sale, Travis, all of you together.
Right.
Every spring here on the farm. And how many numbers do you sell there? As far
Well, this spring we had 120 bulls in the catalog, and we sold most of them. Our goal is to provide good bulls for ranchers. So we sell a lot of numbers, and there's a lot of volume buyers that get some pretty good prices on bulls. But that's kind of what we want. We want to raise cattle that work for the ranchers.
Sure. So how many bull sales have you had?
Well, this was our 16th.
16th annual, I believe it is.
Sure. Yeah. Good deal.
Was that before we went to kill them and
That's everything, yeah.
down to Syria?
I think it's what, the 10th or 11th one back at the farm here?
Yeah.
Or is it even more than that?
Maybe the 12th.
Might be the 12th one.
Catalogs right into this year, would it sail on the bed there?
We'll see.
In
Yeah.
spare room?
So over the years, and excuse me, you've sold cattle out to a lot of places. Can you remember, Tom, how many countries or some of the countries that you sold cattle to?
We sold bulls to Scotland back in 13th. I remember what year. One of the first bulls that were going to Scotland.
What was his name?
It was in the 70s, wasn't it,
Fellow's
Tom?
name?
Yeah, 70s.
And then, so that would be something to sell a bull back to.
We sold
Japan.
some bulls to Japan too.
Mexico?
Argentina.
Argentina.
The States, of course.
Sure.
Lots went to the States.
Probably Mexico too.
I think, yeah, I think we did some females and outwards there.
Sure. So, can you, Travis, tell us about the two animals that became champion at Agribition? I think it's a feat that has never been witnessed.
Well, I mean,
Substituted since.
probably one of the, Uncle Roger, Uncle Tom would have a better memory of that. I've read about it, but I know they both came, they're both cattle that Grandpa raised, I believe.
Yeah, they were.
And a bull, what was his, remember the name of the
I don't remember.
Valley Fairlad or something?
Fairlad,
It was a
G.
Fairlad.
Was it Fairlad?
They're out of Valley, 12G.
And heifer, a favorite heifer, wasn't it?
Favorite of Valley Mary, I can't remember what number.
Right.
So do you remember what year that was, Tom, or when they won the Agribition?
I don't know.
Well, I think it would have been a year after the first, your first production sale, because I think they both came out of the first production sale.
Yeah, they did.
Did they not?
So it's probably about 75 then, probably. 'Cause I think 74 was the first sale. I think, if I remember right.
Well, as far as I know, that feat has never been matched since, so that's a feather in your hat. That's tremendous. And what about some other highlights, Tom, you know, through the years, some of the bulls that you've sold, some of the females that have gone? I know you sold some cattle to the States that did very well at different shows.
We sold a few bulls to some purebred breeders here off Christmas, a lot of old farmers. Trying to think who else. We had a bull called Rivercrest Eston 30A, and he did a lot of good. Went to quite a few of his sons went to purebred herds.
Right on.
The heifer champion at the Chicago International was Georgina Bellinger. What was her number?
24.
But anyway, she was, her pedigree was from here. It was
Sure.
Dad's, because he sold the, what was it? He sold the heifer to Adam Sharman, and she was already bred,
No.
or something like that. Or he sold the heifer
To Sarah Farms. And they showed her there at Chicago.
Oh, I'm thinking of Great Northern.
Yeah,
It was Great
Northern.
Northern that Adam Sharman had.
Yeah.
So Great Northern was actually your breed?
The
When-
mother,
Oh, yes.
was Bella Valinier.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, Pride Bella Vallinger, yeah, that's
Sure.
right. Actually, we descended to one of the old first cows that the dad bought.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I should know that, but that's a neat statistic, that is.
Yeah.
So now, up to now then, how many, between all of you, how many cows are you running out here in the
Well-
valley here?
I know between Brian and myself, we run about 300 cows
300.
and whatever.
We're about 200 now, between Dad and I and kids.
Yeah.
With me, it's more of a sideline to the law practice. 30 to 40 cows. This year, 34 cows out in the pasture.
Right on. So that's, between all of you, you got 550 purebred cows.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
right on.
yeah.
And you still dabble a little bit in the horse business too, all of you? or-
We still rodeo somewhat. The kids are all going to some rodeos, and my wife barrel races some, and I still go to some team roping jackpots. Craig goes to some team roping jackpots, and
And there's always horses for sale. Always seem to have enough of them around.
I see. Okay.
I didn't get the roping gene.
Oh, you didn't
Missed
get that,
out.
Roger?